What's going on, Virgo? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your 2024 annual yearly predictions reading. So in this reading, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for the year. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming. We're also going to get some advice from your angels and spirit guides and so much more for you, Virgo, regarding 2024. But before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading, and I really do appreciate you, Virgo, in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading does happen to resonate with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that over here, Virgo. But without further ado, I'm going to pull the energy and we'll see what is coming your way for 2024 Virgo. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Virgo. Oh, let's see what we got going on here for you, Virgo. Wow. All right, Virgo, very interesting energy that you got coming on here for you. You know, there's definitely a message about a past life relationship coming in for many of you. A big opportunity in love, but it might be very triggering is what I sense for you. And basically, love is on the table if you're single and you want it. But before we get into the tarot, let's go ahead and start this reading off, Virgo, with some pre-shuffled oracle cards. And these oracle cards contain the energy that you need more of for your own highest good in 2024. And the first one you have is the bear, which represents rest and hibernation. And it's more so coming through, Virgo, as active recovery and really paying attention to how your sleep can affect your productivity this year, because I'm also predicting a lot of business success for you this year and something finally taking off for you, a lot of you that you've been working on for a very long time. You know, something is finally, like, you're going to see the light of day. You're going to start to receive the fruits of your labor this year in business. However, I also feel like you need to place more emphasis on relaxing, but actually having a time where you really relax, because the day and age that we find ourselves in, where, you know, with social media and everything, it's almost like we're constantly triggered into fight or flight without knowing it. And so it's like, if you're going to work, work. If you're going to rest, rest. Because what most people do, and the danger that you could find yourself in, is just kind of getting lost in between and not really being intentional about your rest. And when you should be resting, that's going to affect your love life and your business life. You're going to be doing things like scrolling or something that is going to get in the way. So maybe, you know, when it has to do with your sleep as well, like, try to sleep in a blacked out room if you've never tried it before. It can really help. And maybe, you know, doing things more so focusing on rest is important, you know, so don't overlook rest this year. Don't try to push it too hard. And, you know, the next energy that you need more of is work, and this is the busy bee. The bee is known for production and industry, and so this year there is a little bit of a mechanical way of working that the universe is definitely saying, be productive, continue to do what you're doing, Virgo, but also, you know, focusing on how the rest that if you can get quality rest this year, it's also going to overflow into your work. And ideally, I do believe that a lot of you are going to set yourself up for a position. You have the opportunity to set yourself up to something where you actually gain energy from your work rather than losing it. And obviously the first way to do that is to do something that you love. But even if you're doing something that you say that you enjoy, the definitions in your mind are something that you're going to watch this year, because you can love to do something. I remember that I could do an infinite amount of tarot readings before I ever came public and it became my job. But as soon as it became my work, there was a flip in my mind, and it became very energetically taxing for me to read tarot because I associated it with work. So perhaps finding a way to make sure that your work can give you energy instead of take away energy is also something that I sense here for you. But definitely a year of being productive is what I sense as well. Some of you also may try something of working from home because you have the rest card and the work card. So maybe working from home could be an interesting phenomena for a lot of you. But I really feel like a lot of you, your heart is going to be open this year, Virgo, especially in a new positive emotional experience. So hold on, we're going to get into that in a moment. The next energy that you need more of is freedom in reverse, and this is the narwhal. And the narwhal is known to have like a mythic energy that it doesn't do well in captivity. And so, you see the big trusk that sticks out of its head, and it's like this very mysterious unicorn type of energy. So the narwhal upright is like this beautiful energy of freedom, be like Albert Einstein, the secret to genius is being alone. However, I can literally get from this reading, a lot of you are going to be over intellectualizing or holding on to some sort of individual mystique that you have about yourself that has gone too far. And so this year, make sure that you don't take freedom too far and that you're open to vulnerability and warm relationships. And also, with freedom in reverse, and then you have rest here, a lot of you, instead of resting on your own, you're going to be in a relationship this year that I'm predicting, if you want, where you can rest with people. You know what I mean? There's some sort of contradiction in your consciousness or a change that needs to be made here having to do with the idea of freedom, but it has to do with some sort of mystique of freedom. Like, Virgo, I'm the best for me. Something like this, Virgo, is definitely coming through. I definitely just had a download that kind of slipped past my consciousness. So whatever, hopefully it comes back. Oh, it kind of is coming back. And the next thing that I'm feeling for you, Virgo, is the idea that you can have freedom within the confines of a relationship this year, but also experimenting and figuring yourself out alongside and growing with someone, I think is key. So now let's get into the reading and really make sense of it all. I feel like this year, for a lot of you, Virgo, is going to be a portal of major change. And the Wheel of Fortune is a spiritual card. It's a major arcana. Your opportunity this year is to do with your soul, I feel, and really taking what's yours. The Wheel of Fortune has to do with destiny and the wheel of your fate starting to spin. So for a lot of you, I feel like this year is going to be mainly a big career change and something that's going to shift you away from defining yourself based on your past. Rather, you're going to more so define yourself based on the future version of yourself going forward, is really what I feel. Now, for others of you, this Wheel of Fortune is definitely a romantic relationship or a very key business, one-to-one relationship showing up for you. Now, your challenge is the Six of Cups, which has to do with the past, nostalgia, hometown, your roots, even your ancestry. And so with the Wheel of Fortune being your opportunity and the Six of Cups being your challenge, Virgo, I really feel like for a lot of you, there's a past life relationship that is going to trigger you, but it's also going to leave you a little bit shocked as to how powerful the love is going to be in your heart that is awakened. Now, I also feel like there's going to be something about potentially your own business acumen or your career success is going to be enhanced by the energy coming towards you. The energy that I sense coming towards you in love definitely has a certain level of baggage that's going to be triggered within you, your own trauma, maybe even past life memories with this person is what I sense coming in. But I also sense that it's going to be someone who's going to support your business goals and maybe help you become more practical. I don't know why I feel that, but I do. Now, this is definitely going to be a year of a major foundation blowing up for you, Virgo, but it's going to be one that is it feels so good to finally let it go. So, in your overall general energy this year, you have the Nine of Wands having to do with unfinished business or wounding, and the Tower is an explosion. It represents a shock of the new, a foundation of your life. Spiritually, is being blown up, and it's being, sent right into the Ace of Cups, which is a new emotional beginning. And I really sense that in the beginning of the year, from now right through the summer, that period, there's a relationship that is going to knock your socks off. There's a relationship, whether this is a business relationship that really was predestined and changes your self-worth, and maybe it's just that one tweak that you need. And for others of you, it's going to be a love situation, though, that definitely is going to bring up a lot of wounding. And for a lot of you, this wounding is absolutely going to have to do with the freedom card in reverse of the narwhal, of maybe you being a Virgo and being too shy or being too kind of shut down in a certain way when it relates to freedom within relationship. And I feel like there's going to be someone who comes in that checks all your boxes, and it might be something that is an explosion. And that's what I feel, Virgo. What I genuinely feel for you in love is that someone is coming in that you thought was impossible to check the amount of boxes that they're checking in their mind. I don't know about you. I'm a Virgo rising. I have a lot of placements in Virgo. And I literally, detail-oriented, very specific things, are kind of like, I have a certain type in love. Like, this is the type of person I'm looking for. This is my type. And just what I feel for the energy of Virgo is someone is coming in where you're going to be like jaw-dropping. Like, if I made a checklist and submitted it to the universe, this is exactly what I asked for. And that's the type of energy that's coming up, that's coming for you. But it's also going to trigger a lot of the things that you have yet to integrate because... and so here's where, it gets a little bit more interesting, Virgo. In what you don't see coming this year, I feel like there's going to be a lot of temptation, okay, in some sort of way. Because in what you don't see coming, you have the Seven of Swords having to do with scheming or kind of, subversive behind-the-scenes, action going on, having to do with conflict. The Devil, which has to do with toxicity or addictions or things having to do with, lustful negativity, and the Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning. I do feel like there's going to be, maybe a get-rich-quick scheme or a short path to success that you're going to want to take, but the short path is never the one that is going to satisfy you. And this goes for both love and career for a lot of you. There's going to be a path of least resistance that pops up open for you, that perhaps is something that is very flashy and exciting, but deep down it's something that your soul is kind of over. Now, on the other hand, I do feel as well, the Devil next to the Ace of Pentacles and what you don't see coming, I feel like there could be a healthy integration of your dark side in the physical world. Whether this is having to do with the new relationship that I sense coming in for you, Virgo, or having to do with, a healthy expression of pouring some of your dark side into your career. This could be what's going on into a new business project. This could be what's going on. But there could also be, some sort of offer to you that is not in your benefit. The Seven of Swords, the Devil to the Ace of Pentacles in what you don't see coming. I would be very careful of, some sort of business deal or some sort of new beginning that someone may not have your best intentions at hand. And with the challenge being the Six of Cups here, I feel like a lot of you may go back to a past relationship that you already know is toxic, but it's just the path of least resistance is what I feel. So now let's get to your advice. What is the advice for you, Virgo? You have the Star, the King of Pentacles, and the Fool. So like I said, this reading contains a lot of financial healing energy. With the Bee and the Wheel of Fortune here, I really feel like this is a great year to get that bag or to make yourself secure. Some of us want to get really rich. Others of us just want to be able to pay the bills and not want to have to think about money. So whatever's been bothering you, having to do with your reputation and work, I feel like this year is to set your sights high and work hard, is what I feel. But also there's something to do with healing your money situation having to do with a new relationship. So there could be someone who's very grounded, or even if they're not grounded, they don't disturb your ability to be productive, is what I feel here, Virgo. So I like this energy, but it's going to be something that we're going to have to clarify more. Now, the Star also says make a wish, and I do feel like there's this element of you are not aware of how much success you're going to get this year. I just really feel like there's a lot of success coming in for you this year. And so with the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Cups having to do with the past, your hometown roots and ancestry, there could be a lot of people that are going to take away a lot of energy from you and drain you because of the success. And for a lot of you, part of the success that you're going to find is with this relationship. I feel like the relationship coming in for you, people are going to notice it, and that would make sense, having to do with soul contracts, Virgo. When people have a pre-birth agreement, other people respond to it, and not always positively, because it's an intense energy. And I feel like there's someone coming in for a relationship for a lot of you, Virgo, that people are going to notice the connectedness of your aura, and it may lead them to want to mess with it. Or, if it's somehow, envy is a very dangerous, there could be people from your past that are envious of you this year. You know what I mean? Very envious of you this year. And so that can be, in what you don't see coming, the Ace of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Seven of Swords, people wanting to be around you for the wrong reasons, etc. They're getting more than they're giving. So just be careful of that. There could also be someone with a really negative intention trying to get back with you in love as a result of this new relationship opening up. But I don't think that it's going to be successful. I don't think that you're going to give in to that temptation. And so that's good. So let's go ahead and start clarifying. I don't know if you notice a little bit of a difference in the energy of this reading, but I just did a reading for myself before I started recording the Virgo reading, and it felt like a smoke screen was removed from my consciousness, and I got hit with all these downloads about, the quality of my readings and how to improve it. And so I hope that you enjoy this energy shift. Maybe some of you don't even notice, I don't know. But anyway, let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune in your overall in your opportunity, and see why that's your opportunity this year, Virgo. Some of you could meet someone who's quite wealthy this year, but I don't even think that's like the thing at the top of your list. We definitely got some jumpers here. The Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Magician. So yeah, this is a year of really a lot of physical, tangible potential coming to your awareness. The Magician has to do with spiritual energy. The Wheel of Fortune has to do with spiritual energy. So whatever you're doing for your work this year, productivity and doing the dirty work, it's almost like you're being fed all this spiritual energy. Now, your opportunity, the Page of Pentacles, is about doing the dirty work, not being afraid to be a beginner. Because a lot of you, this healing is going to have to do with some sort of new thing that you're doing in your career, having to do with your legacy that you're not doing yet. So don't be afraid to, the master is someone who's not afraid to be a beginner. And so with the Page of Pentacles doing the dirty work and the Eight of Pentacles productivity, but you also have the Magician here, which is spiritual energy. And I feel like there's some sort of career path or something to do with you getting in a really good routine that is almost unavoidable this year. The Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. Now, it is just your opportunity. It is just your opportunity. And I do feel like a lot of you, the biggest distraction that you're going to have this year is something to do with the past. Whether it's just a behavioral routine or someone from your past, it seems like your opportunity is more so building on something and really activating your potential financially. But like I said, this relationship coming in for a lot of you is going to be part of this. So with that being said, let's clarify why the Six of Cups is in your challenge. There could be people from your past who are upset, or somehow they challenge what you want to do productive wise. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Hold on, Virgo. The Six of Cups in your challenge this year is clarified by the Two of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and also the Star. Yes, someone wants to heal something with you, but I don't think that it's a good fit, Virgo, is what I'm sensing here. The Six of Cups, clarified by the Two of Cups, is people from your past, relationships coming back to distract you from your productivity or this new relationship. Now, for others of you, the challenge is that the new relationship is one having to do with a past life thing. Or there could be something about you come from the same town, or you have the same ancestry, or something along those lines in your challenge. It could be challenging. There could also be challenging about, for others of you, a different culture, having kind of blocking the flow of the relationship. But the main message that I got here, Virgo, in your challenge is you have the Seven of Swords, once again, having to do with subversive behavior behind the scenes, someone who does not have good intentions, and the Star having to do with healing. I feel like here, someone is going to try to come back into your life who's just going to take away from you. It's very synonymous with the Devil being in what you don't see coming next to the Devil, the Seven of Swords being next to the Devil. So please be careful about people from your past this year and their true intentions for wanting to be around you. Because I see a lot of success coming in for you, and, if people didn't treat you right back then, why would they treat you better now? So something along those lines, Virgo. So now, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Let's clarify why the 9 of Wands is in your overall general energy. A lot of unfinished business or wounding coming up in the beginning of the year. So, like, as you're listening to this, a lot of you are probably moving through some baggage. Definitely to do with stability here. I feel like there's a relationship problem as well. The Hierophant and the Hanged Man is here, looking at commitment from a different level, and the Four of Pentacles. This is not going to be for all of you, Virgo, but what I sense for a lot of you is a lot of you are going to experience true freedom within the confines of a relationship this year. And that doesn't mean anything that makes you uncomfortable, like an open relationship or something that maybe you're not ready for. But, like, because for most of you, I feel like it's something to where there's some sort of healthy balance between independence and codependence, interdependence coming in for you. But it's almost like your trauma from the past relationships are not going to allow that possibility to even be on the table. So make sure that you allow it to be there, is what I would say. Let's clarify why the Tower is here as well. You know what I mean? And then let's do the Ace of Cups. We're just doing all the cards today. Why is the Tower here this year? Oh, and almost clarified by that 9 of Wands, the wounding. You still got a battle to go here. Yeah, the 2 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, King of Cups. Yeah, the Tower is it's going to leave you at a major split in your timeline. So the Tower is clarified by the 2 of Wands, Virgo. And this has to do with a choice. 2 different paths are opening up for you. But it also has to do with, I really feel like when you decide to go down the path of this new person coming in, this fated relationship, and, because it's so prevalent, maybe we'll do a reading on, like, who this person is or whatever. But I think it's going to change your timeline forever, is what I really feel like. Something about a new love. So tell me a little bit about this new love, the Ace of Cups. Why is this here? Let's see, Virgo. Why is the Ace of Cups in your overall general energy? Ace of Swords. I feel like you're just going to know who this is, that it's the right thing to do to move forward. But there could also be that thing of, it's not just a knowing, there's the thing about people, the boxes are being checked off, you have specific things that you ask the universe for, and then it comes to you in a package of a person, is kind of what I feel this year. So, hold on. Yeah, I feel like this is a quick love coming in for you too. There's something about it happening. Okay. There's definitely something about it's happening way faster than you think. And this is also a relationship that a lot of you could get status from, or it just looks good. The Ace of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the 6 of Wands, which has to do with public victory, success, speed, and clarity and truth. And so I feel like this is going to be something that it makes you feel good about yourself and enhances your identity. But it's interesting, as all that happened, the 8 of Cups, flew out of the deck right onto the 7 of Swords. So it's almost like the speed at which this new relationship is going to come in is the degree to which you can let go of someone who has hurt you, or, the degree to which you can make a hard break from the past, with the 6 of Cups being in your challenge, Virgo. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and clarify, why is the Devil here? Why is the Devil in what you don't see coming next to the 7 of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles could be a little bit of a sketchy business or love offer for a lot of you, and what you don't see coming. For a lot of you, I feel like this is someone from your past as well, who they're getting 80% of the pie, you're only getting 20%, not a good idea. It's just what I feel. I feel like someone is getting karma potentially through you as well, Virgo. There could be something about karma that other people are experiencing this year, and they just want to run back to you and be like, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I feel that, whether business or love. Yeah, this is someone who doesn't want to let go. There's definitely someone, I do feel like they're part of your soul family, but they were meant to be here for a season, and not forever. The devil in what you don't see coming is clarified by the Justice card and the Four of Wands, having to do with soul family and rite of passage. So there's someone that was a rite of passage in your life. It was never meant to be forever, but they're still clinging on. I don't know who this is. It doesn't have to be romantic. Someone wants something from you this year, and they're holding on. And there's also something about them, Virgo. It's them, and they came with a boatload of karma, and now it's blowing up in their face, and they're gonna kind of run to you as a safety net. And so that could be challenging for you, because I do feel like you care. I do feel like there's still part of you who really has a pure love for whoever this is or whatever energy this is attaching to you. Like, it's almost like help me, Virgo, help me is kind of like someone may be really needing your help, but like maybe it's not helpful to give them help. You know what I mean? And so I don't know, but that looks sketchy. Let's go to your advice. Why is the King of Pentacles here in your advice, Virgo? Let's go ahead and see why the King of Pentacles is here. There's also a message about like work with the accomplished, work with people who know what they're doing this year rather than people who have no accolades. And that might sound harsh to you. There's really something about work with the competent, skilled, work with the people that know what they're doing, not people who are doing some sort of emotional appeal to you. You know what I mean? There's going to be an opportunity for you to get in trouble doing a business deal or a love deal with someone who strokes your ego. You know what I mean? And so there's just a year. This is just a year of efficiency, work, rest, freedom in reverse. Surround yourself with people who are of a compatible frequency. And I feel like there's going to be just so many things this year happening to try to take you off that path. And so don't listen to an emotional appeal. Stick with the facts this year, Virgo. Not to do with love, but like business. You know what I'm saying? Or people attaching themselves to you for the wrong reasons. I really feel that this year. So why is the King of Pentacles here? Once again, let's see. Yeah, definitely a new beginning having to do with money. I feel like there's going to be a new stream of income for you. No matter what, there's going to be an idea for a new stream of income. And there's going to be so many opportunities for it. So the King of Pentacles is clarified by the Fool, the Ten of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. So for a lot of you here, you could be parting ways with a business partner. This could be what it's about, this whole reading. This is a new beginning and a complete ending. And you also have the Queen of Cups that has to do with unconditional love here. Now, I sense business success for a lot of you. And so what this is in your advice is maybe trying to do things in a new way and not letting things grow stale until they're done. Make a change before things go south is what I sense in whatever you got going on. You also have the Queen of Cups, which has to do with love and unconditional love. And I do feel like there's something to do with a complete money change, but you have love surrounding you with it. I don't know, this is what I sense. There could be a change in your finances that somehow you're still good. I don't know, but it could be pretty intense. Something definitely intense. But you have to understand that whatever's happening for you is happening for your highest good. And as I'm saying that, you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Devil. That's definitely something to do with destiny, money, work, and toxicity, or something potentially negative happening for you that from a higher level is good. So let's clarify why the Fool is in your advice. Since it literally clarified the King of Pentacles, why is the Fool in your advice? But because the King of Pentacles, the Fool is literally clarified by the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles was clarified by the Fool. So a new beginning having to do with money and having to do with the future. The other energy in your advice is the Star, which has to do with hopes and wishes, the future. So using technology, don't base, most people stop updating their mental models at the age of 30. So you got to start taking advice from the little starseed kids. This is a whole new world coming in for you. And I do feel like as well, switching your business partners or the people that you work for is a good idea. There could be something about a swap of a business partner. Anyway, I'm going to conclude this reading, Virgo.